Hi everyone. In today's Qigong practice, we're going to start with some purging exercises to get rid of some of that stale, stagnant energy that can get stuck in our muscles and connective tissue, causing us pain, as well as in our nervous system that can cause anxiety or lack of focus. And then we'll do some exercises to build up some energy, and then toward the end of the practice, we'll circulate that energy with some flows. So let's start with our feet about hip width apart, toes pointing forward, and then we're going to get into our Wuji stance by just bending our knees a little bit and dropping our tailbone down. And then the top of our head feels like it's being pulled up by a string from the ceiling. And then our arms come down. We can interlace our thumbs over our lower abdomen. Should be a nice comfortable stance here, open joints, but a nice elongated spine from the top of your head down through your tailbone. Close your eyes and we'll take 3 deep breaths, breathing into the belly and exhaling the belly back toward the spine. We're just getting settled here. We're bringing any erratic energy from our mind, from our heart, down into the body so where it can be processed. Good, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes up. We're going to bring our arms out to the side here, and then we're going to allow our arms just to fall. One arm's going to swing in the front of the body, the other in the back of the body as we bend our knees and turn to a side. So here we go. We just let our arms go and let out with an exhale. Come back up and the other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. This is called chi scattering. We're letting go of anything that we don't need, any stagnant energy, any mental chatter that you got going on. This is a great way to just let it all go here. Exercise can be done any time of the day just to give you a little energy and release also any energy that maybe feeling stuck in your body. Bending our knees and pumping energy through the body. Good, we can begin to slow that down. Good, let that settle for just a moment or two. Good. Your body should feel a little bit more awake, a little bit like the energy is moving here. We're going to do a few exercises to open the joints. So let's take our weight and put it on one leg, one foot, and then we're going to lift our other foot off the ground here. Now you can hold on to a chair if you want, or if you want to challenge your balance, you can allow maybe the other hand to reach out. And here we're just opening the ankle to start with. So just rolling that foot around and allowing the ankle to open up, create a lot of tension, stagnant energy in our joints. Let's go the opposite way. So this is a nice little balance challenge here, but certainly hold on to a wall or a chair to start with if this is feeling a little too wobbly. Good. Now let's set that down. We're going to bring our weight into that leg, lifting up our other foot, and then allowing the foot to rotate around. So maybe the other arm here is a nice little counterbalance, giving a little bit of ability to do this a little more wobble free. Good, go the other way. I hear a little cracking in my ankle joint, so I know this is working and opening up some energy channels here. So set your feet down, and then we're going to bring our knees together, and gently we're going to roll our knees in a circle. So a lot of people have trouble with knees. Just be super careful with your knees. Don't go too deep. But if it feels good, you can almost use one knee to kind of push against the other, creating a little tension here. Opening up those knee joints, going the opposite way. But again, being careful with this, knowing your own body, knowing your own range of motion for any of these movements. In Qigong, we don't force movements. In fact, most of what we do is about what's considered 70% effort. Good. Coming up. Now just bringing your feet a little bit wider. We're going to just do some hip rotations. So keeping this waist area open is super important for our energy flow from the top of our body to the bottom of our body. We have a energy channel that runs through the center of the body called the daimai. Let's go the opposite way. Or the belt channel. It allows energy to spiral up and through the body. So really important to keep that energy moving, not getting stuck in the joints here. Good. Slow that down. And now just roll your shoulders back and down. Up, back and down. Opening up your shoulders a little bit. Good, let's go the other way. Up in front and back. A little more mobility here in the shoulders. Good, slowing that down. Shake it out a little bit. Awesome. Now we're going to open our hands up, and we're going to form a bit of a chi ball here. So our palms are open, our fingers are nice and open here. Maybe a little bit of a curvature in your palm. Fingers aren't stretched way out. They're cupped a little bit, and the palm is facing the palm. So here we want to start to feel perhaps a energy between our hands. So it takes a while to start to feel this when you, especially if you're just starting to work in Qigong. But we have these energy points in the center of our palm. So this is where we send and receive energy through the body. But we can begin to feel it first between our own palms. So just a little pulsing here. And I encourage you to do this, a few minutes a day. Just get into this Wuji stance, which allows this energy to move through the body. Again, a little bend in the knees, almost like you're sitting on the back of a stool, a tall stool behind you. And you're just kind of leaning against that stool. Our knees are bent, open a little bit. The ankles are nice and open. The spine is on straight. The head is on straight. Helps this energy move through the body. Okay, so we've maybe feeling a little bit here. Now we're going to just take this ball of energy and we're going to open it up. We're going to do a little stretch along the inside of our arms as well as with our neck here. So it's called the Y as owl turns its head. So we're just going to open up the hands, and as we do, the palms face up and then the thumbs kind of point back. So you should feel a nice stretch in the inside of your arm. Good, and then coming back to the center. So we're inhaling as we come to the center, and then we're exhaling as we open up. Stretching our fingers back a little bit and feeling a little bit of that tug with the thumb and the inside of the arm. Good, now we're going to add the head turn to this. So inhaling, and then we just turn our head to one side as we open up. Should feel a stretch along the outside of your neck here. Good. Coming back to the center. Inhaling, sinking into Wuji. Exhaling, opening up and turning the other way. So we're stretching these lines of tension. We have energy channels that run down the extremities of the body, and then the inside of the arm, we're stretching the lung channel in particular, also the heart and the pericardium channels running down the inside of the arm here. And we're also stretching that big muscle in the neck, the sternocleidomastoid, this big neck muscle that often we carry a lot of tension in throughout the day. Good. Coming back to the center here. Just shake that out a little bit. Let's just tap your heels and allow the body to just loosen up a bit. Let go of anything that's stuck in your, again, in your tissues. Let it go. Shake it out. Again, a great purging exercise, especially since we've done a little stretching here, a little opening of the joints, and then we can just shake out anything still that's stagnant. Causes some blockages in our energy channels. And then we can fill it up with fresh new chi or life force energy here. Good. Let's slow that down. Awesome. And then let's bring our hands so they face the ceiling here. And we're just going to take our hands in front of our body, and then they're going to turn over and push away and then up. Good. And then our hands are coming up a little bit, and then we sink back into the Wuji stance. So it's almost like we're holding a heavy object here in our hands. Good. And then we can come back the way we came. So our hands, palms start facing the ground here. Then the palms shine into your heart, into your lungs, and then the hands float down. Good. So we gather up a little energy around us here. We're going to bring that up the center line of the body. The palms shine into the lungs here. They turn over and they begin to push up like we're holding a heavy object, and then coming back down, floating down. Good. Let's do this again. Inhale. Turn the hands over. Exhale as we push up and sink. Called Buddha holds up the heavens. So perhaps you can imagine holding up the entire heavens here with your palms. Good. Inhale. Push up and gather some light from the sky here, this white light, bringing it down. We're going to shine that into the lungs. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Almost like we're sinking in mud a little bit, but we're holding that sky up and bringing the energy from the sky, shine it into your lungs, into your heart, and allow the hands to flow down. Good. Let's bring our hands back up. And we're going to form that chi ball again. So this time we may roll it a little bit. Maybe you can feel it a little bit differently when you roll it, or even pulse on it a bit. Strengthening this energy that's in and around our body. Allowing it to spiral a bit. You can use your hips. Just allow the body to work with this energy. Good. And now we're going to take this energy ball, I'm going to place it right in front of our abdomen, a little bit further away from our abdomen. And we're going to do a movement called the immortal pushes a stone. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to just turn them a little bit so they're a bit askew. And then the bottom hand arm moves back towards your lower back as the other hand pushes away. So, and then we do a little bit twist. So the hand comes back, the arm comes back, and the other hand reaches out. Good. And then we come the opposite way. So turning our hands a bit, almost like we have that chi ball and we're just passing that chi ball and we're kind of splitting it into two as we move one hand forward, the other hand back. Good. Still in that Wuji stance a little bit. So we're got our knees bent slightly and moving this energy in front of us, splitting it, bringing our elbow back. This movement's great for the liver. So strengthening this energy in the liver, releasing any frustration or anger that we can accumulate in the liver when the energy is out of balance. So we're balancing that energy and bringing in a sense of generosity, acceptance, forgiveness, compassion. In fact, we can add a little sound to this to maybe get rid of some of that negative energy if it's still stuck a little bit. It's a sound of like like you're shushing someone here. So we inhale as we twist, and then we make the sound. Inhale and inhale. Inhale. Good. Inhale. Without the sound now. Inhale and push. Good. Let's just stop in the middle now. Palm facing palm. Pulse on that energy ball again. Are you feeling, does it feel any different to you? I know for me, it feels a little bit more expansive, a little bit more open. Good. Now we're going to take this energy ball and we're going to expand it. So bringing palm over palm, going to allow the ball of energy to grow in our hands here. So we're carrying like it's a big ball of energy in front of our torso. I'm going to move into another movement called the Fair Lady Works the Loom. So this is a version where we use this ball of energy. And we're just going to take our bottom hand and we're going to roll it like we're rolling the ball. So we're just going to roll that ball of energy using the bottom hand, rolling it up. The bottom hand now comes up towards your forehead as the other hand pushes away. And we do a little bit of a turn here. Good. And then allow that bottom hand now, just the palm to face up to the sky. And it's like we're gathering that ball of energy back, bringing it back to the torso, and then rolling it out again. Palm comes up in defensive move here. Good. Coming back, inhaling in the center, exhaling. Good. Coming in and out. So this can be part of a sequence that can be sped up into a martial arts move. But I love this move for the heart. It reminds us of the way the heart receives and gives. And just as we receive energy from the atmosphere around us, the earth, we also give away that energy. We share that energy. One with the Wuji. Also this yin and yang movement here of giving and receiving. In Taoist thought, the heart is really intended to be empty, so it allows emotions to pass through. We don't really hold on to those emotions. Even emotions of joy can become over excitable. So it's important to balance those energies in the heart. Good, one more round here. Good, coming back to the center now. I'm going to allow the energy ball to come back around. Still feeling into that. And now just lowering the ball of energy just around navel height here. And now we're going to just push out that energy ball, allowing the hands to open up toward the earth. And as we do, we kind of sink down like we're kind of dipping into a pool of water. We're not leaning so much, but we're just dipping down. Hands come out to the side, and then they face each other as we straighten up a bit. Good, so we exhale as the hands float out in front of us. It's almost like your hands are just moving over a body of water here as you're dipping into a pristine lake, a river. Hands coming back together, inhale, exhale. This movement's great for the spleen and stomach. Spleen and stomach are associated with the element of earth, grounding of the earth gives us security, a feeling of trust. And when the energy in the spleen in particular gets erratic, it can lead to worry and anxiousness. But when that energy is dispersed and integrated and fine-tuned, it does give us that sense that all is right with the world, that we can trust into this existence that we're in, that we're moving in the right direction, that the energy has our back. Good, 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Called pebble in the pond. Good. Hands back together here. Again, forming that energy ball. And now we're just going to run this energy ball up the front and back of the body. And put your tongue on the back of your teeth to close this loop of energy. So we can imagine this energy running up the back of our body as we move our hands up in front here. So we inhale and we straighten up a little bit in that palm of the hands, palm facing palm over the head. And then the hands come out a little bit further as the energy moves down the front of our body. So we're moving this energy through some very special channels in the body. The back channel, the governing, or the Dumai channel, the front channel being the conception channel or conception vessel, the Renmai. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're just integrating this energy, circulating this energy through the body, through these major energy highways. And in turn, this energy then can move and push energy through the channels that lead to our organs and eventually into every cell of the body. So we're beginning to just allow this very fine tuned energy that we've been working on to move through the body here, circulate. Also refining this energy even more as we move this energy through this microscopic orbit here. And perhaps you feel this energy between your palms, almost like it's floating down, around, connecting at the perineum, up, floating up. Good. One more time around as we come down and coming up. Around the top of the head, hands come down, face the ground. We're just going to reach out to the side, pull up into the sky, and bring our hands down the front of the body. Good. Let's do this 2 more times, pulling down the heavens. Inhale. Exhale, letting that energy wash through the body. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Step your feet together, interlace your thumbs, place them over your navel here, and just allow the body now to just rock and sway a bit. Not trying to control anything, just allowing the energy to move however it needs to move. Tree sways in the wind. Like a pine tree moving through a spring wind, gently swaying the tree back and forth, allowing the energy to integrate into the body. Good. Take a big breath into your belly. Let it out with a sigh. Again. And out. And one more time. And out. Awesome. Step out. Appreciate you practicing Qigong with me today. I hope you felt the energy. I hope you felt the vitality, and I just wanted you to be able to feel that throughout your day. So just begin to tap into this, begin to make those energy balls, stand in Wuji, and you'll begin to feel that energy. So wishing you the best, and we'll see you next time.